Hello guys, welcome back to Learn Japanese with me. If you just stumbled across this video, you have no idea who I am, what I am about. I am just your typical American guy that didn't want to go through life learning only just one language, which being English. So I thought I would take on learning Japanese first as a second language, and then we can go from there. Biggest influence for learning Japanese, well, for all that, you could actually check out a little self-promotion here. My first video ever posted on this channel, it is called, I don't even know what it's called, but it will be linked in the description section. I just run through different Japanese resources, different ways you can learn Japanese. Right now, I am currently trying JapanesePod101.com, and shout out to one of my Reddit posters, I guess, Reddit commentors / YouTube subscribers who recommended me another great website, and I just checked it out earlier today. Learn Japanese from Zero. You see me getting a little screen peek going on here because I did forget the name, but I did not forget the instructor of that, and I did look into the website, and that will probably be the next one. Japanese Pod 101, and we're just gonna bang these out for the time being, and hopefully you guys will learn something alongside myself. This is definitely going to be kind of a long-term channel here, so don't expect to be speaking fluent Japanese after 2, 3, 4, 5 videos. Make sure to stay subscribed so you can always stay up to date with the greatest learning Japanese lesson on the planet. And by the way, I did do a video on the overall first experience with Japanese Pod 101. Took a look at some reviews and found this to be one of the best resources for somebody starting from absolute zero. So without further ado, let's get into this video. This is the second video in the Mastering Japanese Level 1 class, and it is just simply Introduction to Japanese Pronunciation. I assume they're going to go through the quote-unquote alphabet. I know it's not called the alphabet, but for us English speakers, that would be the easiest way to describe it. So let's just go and boom.
Hi, welcome to Introduction to Japanese. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Risa.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Japanese pronunciation. Pronunciation refers to the manner in which a word is spoken, so don't focus on reading what's on screen. Instead, focus on listening and repeating. Japanese is what is called a Mora timed language. What this simply means is that every character in Japanese, which you can think of as a syllable, occupies the same length of time.
Sumimasen.
Boom.
Sumimasen.
Sumimasen.
Notice how each character is pronounced for an equal amount of time?
Sumimasen.
No character takes up more or less time than the other characters. Every character is valued equally and is pronounced evenly throughout.
See, that's really interesting because it makes it kind of easier, because all you have to do is essentially, I know it's easier said than done, but you have to learn each of the characters, learn that pronunciation of that character, and then you can essentially say any word. It's not like English where, let's say you have like 5 different spellings of this, 5 different spellings of words that phonetically sound the same. Like fish and fish or something, right? PH, IS, H, and FISH. Like it would essentially produce the same sound. But in Japanese, it's like this symbol means this syllable. So just a little something to think about. I will interject in these lessons to kind of give you a little insight on what I'm thinking. Hopefully you guys are thinking the same thing. We can get like a little brainstorm session going on. And speaking of, this is a little self-promotion here. I do run a Discord where you can practice Japanese with me. Ask me any questions. I can ask questions. We're all at the same level for the most part here. Actually, we're not. I mean, there might be some advanced or even native speakers stumble across this video. If you could join in and be a helper, that would be much appreciated. Let's get back into this video though.
すみません
English, on the other hand, is a stress-timed language. Syllables that are stressed are valued greater than syllables that are unstressed. Opportunity. The stressed syllable to in opportunity is deemed more important, so it's pronounced longer than all other syllables. Listen to it again. Opportunity. This gives English a machine gun-like rhythm, where the pace is sometimes fast and at other times slow. One last time. Opportunity. Compare this once again with Japanese, which is steady and even throughout.
すみません
Because equal value is given to each character, there is no word stress in Japanese. When pronouncing Japanese words, try to imagine a constant stream of syllables flowing out from your mouth. There are 5 characters in Japanese that signify a vowel sound.
あいうえお
Apart from these 5 characters, all other characters, except for one that we will cover shortly, is made up of a consonant sound and one of these vowel sounds.
かきくけこさしすせそたちつてと
And so on. Only this character here is kind of special. It's a consonant sound without a vowel sound.
ん
So to recap, a Japanese character could be a vowel,
あ
or more commonly made up of one consonant and one vowel,
か
or it could just be this consonant sound on its own.
ん
Now you know the possible sounds that make up a Japanese character, but let's look at all the sounds in Japanese collectively. In the previous lesson, you realized that you already know 10% of all words in Japanese, which is a miracle. But are you also aware that you already know roughly 80% of all sounds in Japanese too? That means that if you were to simply imitate a Japanese speaker, your pronunciation would be correct roughly 80% of the time. For example, listen and repeat after Risa.
わさび
Wasabi.
わさび
Wasabi.
Chances are your pronunciation was pretty spot on. The W, S, and B sounds are practically identical to English.
Yeah.
The sounds may be the same, but don't forget that Japanese isn't a stress-timed language like English. So instead of stressing the second syllable like wasabi, make it even throughout. Try again.
わさび
Wasabi.
わさび
Wasabi.
Nearly all sounds in Japanese are identical to English, like the W, S, and B sounds in this example. Since you already know how to pronounce most of these sounds, we only need to pay attention to the handful of sounds that are completely new to you. They're the ones we need to look out for. In the previous lesson, we taught you how to say thank you in Japanese. Do you remember what it was?
Arigato. See, we're ahead of the curve.
ありがと
Yeah.
This word is often romanized like this. Focus on the second character. It's often written as an R and an I, but don't be fooled. This character isn't pronounced using an English R sound at all.
うり
It's like a mixture between an R and an L sound.
り
There's no such sound in English, but most people would transcribe this using the letter R because that's the closest equivalent there is in English. Pronouncing it like an English R, however, would be a huge mistake. To pronounce this sound, lightly tap the gum ridge behind your upper teeth with the tip of your tongue. It should be a quick...
Oh, we getting into some anatomy here. If anybody here is like a singer or something watching this, you know this very well.
striking motion, similar to the sensation you get when pronouncing the T in words like butter, cutter, and so on.
I feel like this is one of those things that's easier in practice rather than in concept. So what I mean by that is just say it. Like you'll get used to it with time. Don't focus too hard on trying to do the quick striking motion like butter or cutter. Okay, that's a good example though. So, T. Yeah, it's like between an R and a T, an R and an L. Sorry. So I mean, if you want to practice that, kind of get your tongue action going, that is great. But we're not gonna take time out of this video to do that.
Roll your tongue like an English R.
Yeah, do not roll your tongue.
Most of the air should go around the sides of your tongue,
yeah,
the same way it would when pronouncing an L sound.
L, yeah.
This is why many people describe this sound as in between an R and an L sound. Listen and repeat after Risa.
Li.
Li. Li.
Li.
There we go. Li. You see, you hear that? Li. Li. It's like you're gulping or something. See, this is some good stuff though.
Arigato.
Just get some tongue action.
ありがと
These tongue
Well done.
exercises.
Let's wrap up
Came
this
in
lesson
clutch.
by recapping what we've learned. In this lesson, you learn that Japanese is a Mora-timed language, where syllables are pronounced for an equal amount of time. Japanese characters can represent a single vowel sound, a consonant and a vowel, or a single consonant sound. Collectively, nearly all the sounds in Japanese are identical to the sounds in English, and there are only a handful of new sounds that you need to learn. We've covered only the basics of Japanese pronunciation. If you're interested in learning more, check out the entire course we created named The Ultimate Guide to Japanese Pronunciation. In that course, we cover and break down every single sound in the Japanese language, showing you mouth and tongue positioning and giving you tips to help you.
Okay, so quick pause. See, this is one thing that's slightly confusing. I was thinking, should I go through each lesson section one by one? Or should I split it up from their suggestions? So we're in the intro to Japanese pronunciation. This left hand right here. I don't know if this screen is mirrored, but this hand with the sleeve down, if you're not good with directions, is where we're at now. So we started at absolute zero, then pronunciation. Should I branch off into the pronunciation guide, and then let's say the next lesson is grammar, then they have like a grammar guide? Is that how this thing is meant to be done, or is it meant to be you watch all of the lessons from a certain, I guess, lesson path, and then you just watch part 2, pronunciation, then grammar, then and then kind of do those until you kind of get a feel for it, and then jump in the lion's den with the with listening to podcast pronunciation conversations? Or should I branch off? What if anybody's watching this and has any good ideas on that? Let me know. If anybody's used Japanese Pod 101, I feel like that should have been the first question I asked, but I did not. Let me know. And how did you learn it? How was your experience? Because this thing is quite expensive. I have the premium, the top tier one. There you go, premium. Okay, there is a premium plus. Oh, that's right. I didn't use that because it's like one-on-one talking with an instructor. And I don't know what it is with these prices, but they are not accurate. I pay $25 a month. Oh, that's right. Because this is, if you buy it all at once, it's $10 a month. So it's actually quite cheaper just to drop the 120 or whatever. But anyway, you're not here for the billing info. You're here for the lessons. So I guess I can throw a little bonus a bonus in here. We're not just gonna go lesson by lesson in each of these videos or each time. Sometime I think it's cool to kind of explore the website. So let's just go to what should we do? Lessons maybe, or lesson library? Yeah, newest lesson, because I do believe they constantly add lessons, right? Absolute beginner, Japanese for every day, 48 top 6 Japanese fairy tales, absolute beginner every day, 10 must know words for sports and fitness. And then with PDF. Oh, speaking of PDF, they do have, where is it here? They do have like vocabulary list, words of the day, PDF files. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially like printouts. You can, well, I'm not even gonna say printout. I'm not gonna give myself that luxury. I'm gonna try to diversify my English vocabulary while learning another language. So they have printouts that you can copy if you want to maybe study those while you're on the go. Nothing happened. Oh, this is the dictionary. I'm not even looking at what I'm clicking on. What am I doing here? So let's say okay, Japanese dictionary lessons. Oh no, I think there's private info in this. Okay, there's not. Okay, good. But okay, so here you go. Click here to get your own teacher. That's like an upgrade thing. Word of the day. Here you go. See, I don't want to reveal private info, but I want to find. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Kanji dictionary. Package use edict and Jikanji did. Okay. Oh, I have to log in? Yeah, I don't know about all that. I guess we're learning this together too. Okay. Okay, this isn't that private. It's just my real name and my my login name or whatever. This is like a slow and steady process, but I guess it's just, I don't want to end on this note, but let's just go to vocabulary. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. Top 30 anime words and phrases. Believe.
信じる
Shinjiru.
信じる努力をする
先輩
Senpai. See, we all know a lot of these words. If you watch anime, you just don't know what they mean.
彼氏
Kareshi. So I'm sorry, we've all heard these words in anime. We just don't know what they mean.
弱い
Yowai.
違う
See, we're going.
痛い
Itai. Oh, I thought that meant it hurts or painful, I guess you would say. Because I remember in an anime I was watching called Happy Sugar
痛
Life.
い
One of the characters keeps saying this, itai, itai. She has like headaches and stuff like that. Anime recommendation, actually, weirdly enough, that was my favorite anime of last year. Death Note, there we go. Isn't it just Death Note?
デスノート
Yeah, well, Death Note though. But anyway, this has been a great little experience here. Apologies for the ending. I hope you guys took something away from the lesson from Japanese Pod 101, that being that Japanese is a Mora timed language. See, I still remember this stuff, so don't think I got sidetracked just because I was kind of scouring the website, fumbling my way, or trying to fumble my way into the kanji. I guess we could just do an overall search. Actually, it's not over yet. What happened here? But try to remember what you got from this lesson. Let's see if I can hit this because there's a way. I don't know why I typed in kanji. I meant kana. Kana, because there's a way to learn all the writing systems. I'm just curious right now. This is kind of like I said, some behind the scenes stuff. So if you're here for the lesson is pretty much over. If you did, this is actually kind of an answer to my question here. Edit pathways, add pathways. So you could just do like one straight up lesson, mastering Japanese, and it's 146 lessons, or you could add pathways, like what I was saying. I think they use my exact phrasing, right? Paths or pathways, and branch off every time they reference a another lesson. How to save lessons. I don't know if you can even do that. Resources. Here we go. This is exactly what I was talking about. There we go. Yes, and you can download the PDF for free. This is a must-have guide. You can walk around with this, carry this around, and let's actually do this in real time. Let's see what happens here. Oh, it's that easy. And then, okay, so here you go. Here's the vowel sounds, and then you pair these vowels with these consonants to make sounds. Wa, wa, ra, ya, ma, ha, na, ta, sa, ka, right? Boom, and then you just kind of repeat as necessary here. But I mean, this is a must-have. And then if you want to practice your writing, boom, here it is. Boom, here it is. So if you are really hardcore, and this is like kind of a longer lesson, a lot of fumbling around, but we got to where we needed to get, and here we are. So if you want access to this, just sign up for Japanese Pod 101, completely free. This is not sponsored or anything of that nature. It's just me sharing the graciousness that is this website. I guess sharing the greatness, not graciousness. Oh, okay. See, what I like to do, I see this Ame thing. What I like to do is I like to take words that I already know, and this is all based off of anime. here, so don't crucify me for this. But think of an anime that uses the ame, right? Like akame, ga kill, or something like that. That's just the first one that comes to mind. So aka means what? It means, I believe, red, right? Aka. So akame, red rain. That's actually kind of cool. If I'm wrong on that, apologies, but I think it does. And then boom, how do you write? Okay. So these practice kits here are a great way to pair. It's great to pair with your lessons, so you can kind of learn the writing and learn how to speak the language at the same time, kind of doubling down. Honestly, I would say to learn a language quick, this is going to be, it might be a little bit too much for some of you, but let's say on your off days or something, I would say maybe 3 hours a day is a good time. I don't know how long this lesson, well, this little video has been. Not all the videos will be this long, not all the videos will be this rambly. This is my second or third time on the website, so we are working out some of the kinks together, of course. If you made it this far, leave like a way for me to get in contact with you if you prefer that way, and then we can practice together. If you just want to watch the videos, that's cool too, but learn Japanese with me /Upward Ninja is out.